Gulf African Bank was set up about 6 years ago principally by a group of Gulf-based investors, and our largest shareholder is Istithmar, which is the investment arm of the government of Dubai. Significant shareholdings are also held by BMI Bank, which is part of the Bank Muscat Group in Oman, and Sheikh Abdullah Ramazan from Saudi Arabia. PTA Bank, the supranational, also has a share in our bank, and most recently you will have seen that the International Finance Corporation, which is part of the World Bank Group, has also taken a 15% share in Gulf African Bank. What the AGF is trying to achieve resonates very close to what we at Gulf African Bank are also trying to achieve. We want to be able to reach out to the SMEs, especially those SMEs who perhaps don't quite fit into the credit criteria of most banks. But you know, the SMEs have been an engine of growth, not only in Kenya, but globally. And whatever one can do to support their growth, then that should be done. So in summary, I think our purposes coincide. The partnership with AGF assists in our risk management process. We have our internal guidelines. What the AGF guarantee program does for us is to be able to move the envelope a little bit further and to be able to bring a few more of those companies which perhaps would not have fitted into our program into the financial sector. So it does assess our risk management process and it helps us to reach out for more. The partnership will help in scaling up our finances to SMEs. That is the whole intent of the partnership, and I think that together we will be able to assist a lot more companies than we could have on our own. We are not specific on industry or on type of SMEs. What we're really interested in is broad-based. We do a more horizontal view of the world. And I think we're more interested in the SMEs which provide employment to the community, which are helping out increase the GNP of the nation. So we don't have a sector-specific approach, but more of a horizontal approach. We just look at each SME and see what can be done with it. In our book, about 20% of our book is SMEs, which is growing rapidly. We have a number of programs that we run specifically for SMEs. We are perhaps the largest bank to Safaricom dealers in Kenya. We also have specific programs with other industry providers. We also have specific programs with respect to working capital, to mortgage finance for SMEs and their owners. We are also now working with IFC to do further capacity building on the SME side. So I think we'd like to be an SME bank of choice. I'd like to say that same time next year, when we are preparing for the conference, we would be considered as the SME bank of choice in Kenya. For us, it's a long-term partnership. For us, all partnerships we go in are long-term. And I think that because the rationale behind what AGF is doing and what we at Gulf African Bank are doing are so close together that we can only see this partnership go a long way. Our expectations with regard to this partnership are principally to assist the SME sector in Kenya. You know, to us, things matter about intent. And if the intent in this case is to be able to grow the SME sector, to be able to bring them into greater financial inclusion, then I think that